In downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably real zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start with the option. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Winston now, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. For as big and strong as some of these, when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Giants 14, Saints 7.
Gano now following the touchdown.
Man, that cover 3 bullshit, dog. Come on, Ken. Dog, back niggas up, cover 3. Niggas just let the nigga out. Come on, stop.
Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
Stop.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Winston to give. It's Kamara, and he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his
Really, look at my right tackle just sitting there watching, dog. That's bullshit, dog. Stop.
A loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple of yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action. Winston. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Winston flushed it, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. What's good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down into field goal range. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I thought you picked that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
For Jameis Winston. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And down he'll go at the 25. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20.
Give me that shit, boy.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Jameis Winston with his fourth touchdown pass of the afternoon.
Not playing, boy.
The Saints now add 6 to their lead. Well, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, no one has ever questioned the arm strength of Jameis Winston. And this is a beautiful throw right here.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
From the 24, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Got a man, Slayton. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for two. Jones throwing for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that will put them on top here in the third. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, Winston. He's got Burton here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Winston. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Trey Burton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jones on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 85 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Winston. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Winston from the gun on third down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On play action, Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A give. This is Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the 1. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley unable to correct. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now Jones. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. To throw is Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles a ball,
and he can't field it cleanly, it's loose. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. Third down here. Play action now, Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside.
I'm going to look on the stream and
be frank about it. Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 135 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. O'Shane Zimenez able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Jones. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones. Quick throw to Barkley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup thing starting to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Winston. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this will be caught. Touchdown.
That's game. Let's go. Good game, bro.
Get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we?